You're listening to the WBT Podcast with Micah Lodge. Listen to all of our podcasts at www.wbtpod.com. Stay informed. Let's get started.
This is brought to you by Lodge & Co., a business and tax advisory firm where your success is our goal. Call us today toll-free at 888-681-1518 or visit us at www.lodge-co.com and learn more about what we can do for you. Lodge & Co., your source for sound business and tax services.
And good morning. I'm recording this in my hotel room on my cell phone very, very early in the morning. And I tell you, I like getting up early in the morning, but it's cold. I don't think I turned the heat on in this room last night. It is very, very cold. Hey, I wanted to come and talk to you just a little bit about professionalism. And I wanted to talk to you specifically about the issue that if you are a professional in any industry, and if you're dealing with clients, there is this one rule that you need to keep at all times, and it's called the arm's length rule, which means that you always need to remain independent from your clients. Now, I know that we're very sociable people, right? We love to be with people and we love to make new friends. We love to associate with great people. The issue with that is, if they are your clients, you then, when you get too close, you lose your independence. And independence in any type of professional career, when you are representing a client or working with a client, you have to have that arm's length relationship, because you've got to be able to, at some point, give them sound advice. And you've got to be very honest with them. And if they are doing something wrong, you have to be very honest with them. When you have this friendship relationship with them, it makes it very difficult for you to remain independent and give them an independent opinion, because you're thinking about the friendship rules. It changes once they become a friend. So the issue that we all have to deal with professionally is maintaining this arm's length rule. I'll tell you a good example. I had a very high profile client. I mean, he was a chore to deal with. I mean, he really was hard work. And we were working on his tax issues. So I gave it to the associate because they had a familiarity with the individual, and they knew the individual, and they knew the people that surrounded him. The problem with it is that he overstepped the bounds and got involved in other issues that was not part of our role as an accountant or as tax representation people. And if you've ever dealt with high profile people, they have what is called a posse that surrounds them. And if you overstep your bound and get into that posse-like atmosphere, people begin to talk, they become jealous, and pretty soon you're unable to give an independent opinion. Because now you're trying to fight to be within this social circle of people that surround the client. Well, it became so bad because people became so jealous of this new relationship between my associate and the client that it almost became a physical risk. Individuals that surrounded the client began to break out windows of our company vehicles as we went out to dinner with various people that were associated with the client. I had to step in, I had to take over, because I have a very specific rule. If I cannot remain independent, if I cannot say what I need to say to my client, then there is an issue. And I never want that to happen. I even go so far as I never have a picture taken with a client. I never do. unless it's a group picture or something like that. But I never have a one-on-one picture taken with my client. Because at some point in time, I'm going to have to represent that client, and I don't want to be known. I want to be able to go in there independent of being known that I'm associated with this individual. So I practice even stricter rules than probably most people, but I have to have that arm's length relationship so I do not get involved. I do not get involved in other issues that surround that client. Now, if the client comes to me and asks me what they should do about issues, I have the ability now to speak honestly and forthright to that person. And I always want that. So if you are in any kind of profession, if you are in real estate, if you are in accounting, if you're in management, whatever you do, and if you are working with a client, keep that arm's length relationship, because you always, and this is vital, you have to remain independent so that you can express your professional and legal opinions. This is Mike Lodge for the WBT. If you have any questions, send me an email at mlodge@lodge-co.com. If you have a subject that you would like for me to speak about, send me an email, and I'll be more than happy to research the subject that you want me to talk about and do a podcast. This is Mike Lodge for the WBT. Everyone go out and make your day better than yesterday. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to the WBT with Michael Lodge. Join us again tomorrow as we explore more about business and taxes. Follow us on iHeartRadio and go to our podcast website at www.wbtpod.com and listen to all of our podcasts and read our blogs.